Yo guys, what's up? Today I'm doing my very last Fortnite Sprite tour of the season. I have nearly all of them, nearly every single one. I'm missing like 8, but it's the 19th as I'm recording this. I don't know if I'll post it on the 19th, I'm not sure. But tomorrow is the 20th for me, as I'm making this video, and the new season is coming out tomorrow. So yeah, hope the season's good. You guys will probably be watching this maybe when the new season's out. So yeah, hopefully it's good, and I'm gonna just show you guys all my sprites and start heading into tell you all their abilities and just tell you something about this last day of obviously Sprite Spree week. So if you didn't know, we've had this week recently called Sprite Spree week, and part of that week was that the cozy campfires that would give you 2x Sprite XP, I think, were like spawn rate buffed around the map, which gives you 2x Sprite XP. Then all week they had, even including now and just until the season ends, there's 2x Sprite Dust, or 2x Sprite XP, meaning easier to level up your sprites. I think it's 4x then if you just, or 3x if you use the campfires on top of that. Also, throughout the week, there's been certain stuff like on the live event. Well, it was a story moment, not a live event. People say it was too short and it sucked, but people don't take into account that it was called a story moment for a reason. It wasn't just a full-on live event. It was just called a story moment because it was literally just like a moment of this storyline. The new Fortnite season trailer is out right now. If you guys don't know, there's a lot in it, so I wouldn't expect you to get all of them, and you'll probably notice online some leakers pointing out some things in the trailer that you might have missed because, obviously, as you know, it's kind of hard to spot out some of the things. But yeah, after the live event happened, there was a 2-hour mythic sprite buff, meaning like Grim sprites 0 points were buffed, but variants weren't, meaning it was kind of easy to get variant sprites mythic. That was only for 2 hours. Then I think at 2 p.m. for me, so 2 p.m. UTC or GMT, every day the sprite thing changes. So on Sunday, I think it was at 2 p.m. Well, for everyone else, like that is in ET. I think it's Easter time or something. But at 9 a.m. ET is when for anyone in that time zone is when it usually would start for them. 9 a.m. ET, and for me it would be 2 p.m. UTC GMT every day. New event starts at that time. So it was on Sunday that time, whatever time zone is, it started. I think it was they buffed Galaxy sprites for that day. Then on Monday it was up until it was for the whole start of the day as well, up until obviously whatever time they changed that. So for me 2 p.m. mostly use 9 a.m. But then they changed it to the holofoil hours for the rest of that day, and then started next day, and the next day. So what was that, Tuesday? Yeah, yesterday. Today it's Wednesday as I'm recording this. So on Tuesday they buffed cube sprites, which it currently is still cube hours, but that's because I'm recording this before. So I'm recording this on Wednesday, but it's a couple hours before. It's a couple hours as of now until they start the gem hours, which will last until the new season comes out, which is tomorrow. So we're going to go. Yeah, I'm gonna go through my sprites now. But it's pretty good. It costs no sprite just to buy back sprites, so you can do infinite trades without example, if you bring obviously if you bring sprite into a game and trade it, either you'd ask for them to give it back so you won't have to buy it back. But now that doesn't matter because it costs 0 sprite just to buy back. And even if you lose it while trading, you can just buy it back and try again the next game because it is completely free. So I recommend trying to do this before new season starts. Also, I'm pretty sure the current sprites in the game won't be usable, but sprites will be staying next season. There'll be new ones, like 8-bits kind of style, cool Sonic or Tails sprite, a bunch of different ones. Battle Pass is going to include skins like Sonic, other like collab inspired skins, and in the lobby there'll be this code section, I think, where you have to put in certain codes into the lobby, and I think you get certain rewards for each code. Like people are participating in it, like Xbox, Nintendo, Fortnite. I think Brazil Fortnite made their own code. O2 made their. I don't know what they have to do with Fortnite right now, but O2 made their own one. No, I'm not sure what O2 is. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I can't remember now, but anyways, there's a bunch of different codes. You should probably check YouTube for the codes. I don't know if I said that right. There are codes that you can use in the lobby. I'm not entirely sure, but just maybe like search up a YouTube video, HypeX, whatever. Just check the most recent, and it'll probably be there for codes. It will only work obviously in the next season. Also, there'll be a certain skin that you'll get if you buy the battle pass on the launch week of the season. So, I recommend doing that for a certain style. So, anyways, sprites will be staying next season, and any sprites that you currently have will be vaulted next season. I'm pretty sure, but they may be unvaulted if sprites stay forever in Fortnite or for a good couple more seasons, like they are next season. They may be added back to the loot pool later on to get the current variants of sprites will be staying, not like Cube Batman will be staying or anything. I mean like the variant types, meaning on the new sprites they'll be like Galaxy, Cube. Most likely will be staying like those variants of the sprites, and they'll probably be adding new ones along the way too. But these current sprites may be unvaulted at a later date, but for now there'll be this new game mode next season called the Sprite Garden, where it'll show all your sprites, all your variants in this garden where you can display and show off to your friends. So you still will be used to them, and they will probably be unvaulted at a later date, and you can use them. But yeah, sorry, enough talking. Let's just get into it. Obviously, the Cube Batman sprite to start off. Now, first of all, we're gonna get into what each variant does. I'll tell you what each variant of sprite does, but then that will mean later in the video I will not be going over it again. I just will tell you now what each variant's ability is. So what ability it also adds on to the other ability of the actual current sprite. So cube sprites make it so that when you're in storm while carrying a cube sprite, any cube sprite, you will gain the overdrive effect, which if you don't know, you can get that from the shockwave, or obviously anything else that contains overdrive. But yeah, you get like a speed boost basically. It's to help you get out faster if you don't have any movement. Really helpful. Then we got gold sprites. So what gold sprites do, the first ever variants that were in the season, you gain 3 times bonus XP from eliminations. I think that's just XP, not sprite XP. Okay, Gummy Batman. Gummy sprites. So in Gummy sprites, you gain 20% more sprite dust upon extraction. Galaxy sprites, you gain 30% more ammo when you pick them up. It will give you 30% more. Holofoil sprites give you a 5% chance for your squad to find rare sprite variants from looting chests, and if your whole squad uses them, if you're playing like squads, if your whole sprite uses a holofoil, or if your whole team uses a holofoil Batman sprite, or what am I saying? If your whole squad uses any holofoil sprite, doesn't matter what it is, just a holofoil sprite on their back, then there'll be a 20% boost because the boost stacks. So 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%. If your whole squad is using any holofoil sprite, you will have a 20% chance. It has to be on their back. 20% chance for your squad to find rare sprite variants from looting chests. And then obviously there's more variants, so I'll go to them. Quack variants, which give you 50% sprite XP to all other sprites in your inventory. Then we have the gem sprites, which you take 30% less fall damage. That's all the sprite variants, by the way. Now let's just get into sprites. So we got the cute Batman. I won't even tell you when they're mastered or not. You can just look at it yourself, because in the last couple of videos I've been saying it. I have too much mastered sprites. So we got the cute Batman sprite. So yeah, it looks really cool. We got the Batman sprite. So what the Batman sprite does, as a normal ability, it grants you the ability to launch in the air and deploy with a Batcave. For people that are playing builds, this is OP, because if you don't know, in zero build, you could already deploy your glider when jumping off a surface. To take any fall damage. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if that's still in zero build as of now, but to anyone playing builds, this is really OP because you don't actually get a glider redeploy it, and I'm pretty sure this just lets you do it. So it's really OP for anyone who's playing builds. Then I have the John Wick sprite, which knocking players reveals other players nearby. We have the Gold Batman, the Gummy Batman, the Galaxy, and the Hollow Batman. Probably my favorite design sprite for variants, because it really has a nice finish and touch on the variants. This took me a while to find because I used the Lucky Locator, and I used a Lucky Locator, and one of my teammates was so greedy and stole my Hollow Batman, which was what I needed, and he extracted it. But eventually, in a couple of games later, I did end up finding it. And then also this happened to me before. I used the Lucky Locator, and I was being nice to my teammate. You know, we were all just joking around, we were just jumping around. And then I used the Lucky Locator, and he used a normal locator, but he didn't know the difference, so he thought he used the Lucky Locator. And then he ended up taking my sprite chest, and took a cube punk, which is what I needed, and he didn't realize. But I also found that later on too, so it was fine anyways. But hope that doesn't happen to me now again today when I get my Lucky Locator. Anyways, water sprite. So you replenish shield while in water for you and your nearby squad. Gold water sprite, Quack water sprite, Gummy water sprite, Galaxy water sprite, Gem water sprite, and Holofoil water sprite. This water sprite is literally the only sprite you have a variant of like every single variant in the game. The only one it doesn't have is a cube. Earth sprite. Sorry, Earth sprite. So you have a chance to find additional rare items when opening chests. So items that weren't originally meant to be in the chest. We got the cube Earth sprite, gold Earth sprite, Quack Earth sprite, Gummy Earth sprite, Galaxy Earth sprite, and Gem Earth sprite. I think this has every variant. Wait. Does this have every single variant in the game? Oh no, it doesn't have Holofoil. There's no sprite that has every single variant in the game, so I was missing at least one. We got the Fire Sprite, the Cube Fire Sprite, the Gold Fire Sprite, the Quack Fire Sprite, Gummy Fire Sprite, Galaxy Fire Sprite, and the Holofoil Fire Sprite. So what the Fire Sprite does is it creates a fiery burst when you deal enough damage to enemies. I don't recommend using this, even if you find it good, then keep using it obviously. But to anyone that doesn't usually use it, just say maybe, don't use it. Maybe that's a good idea, because it kind of causes more damage to yourself than other opponents, because sometimes if it creates a fiery burst, they can, and you box up because you're starting to get low, and then you box up, and then they're like pickaxing your box. Well, their fire that you just shot onto them can spread onto the builds, causing your builds to go on fire, and then it'll just reveal your cover, and it'll catch you on fire. Especially if you're in a cone, it's really not good. I recommend not using it. Look, yeah, so all these, then we have the Ducks Fire Sprite, we got the Duck Sprite. So it makes so emoting or jamming replenishes shields. Takes way too long. Don't recommend using it. Gold Duck Sprite, Gummy Duck Sprite, and the Galaxy Duck Sprite. I think I need the gem one. Then I only need 7 more, I think, because I'll give it to my friend. I'm also missing the gold 0 point, the hollow foil 0 point. I'm also missing the, I think those are the only 2 0 points I'm missing. Although for Grims, I'm missing the Galaxy Grim, I'm missing the hollow foil Grim, and I'm missing the, I think, the Cube Grim. Those are the only missing. So most of the rest of my sprites I need, they're just like mythics, so it might be hard to get, might not get them in time. So we got the Ghost Sprite, so it grants invisibility or cloak for duration when you reload, which that duration increases every level up, I think. The Gold Ghost Sprite, the Gummy Ghost Sprite, the Galaxy Ghost Sprite, and the Hollow Foil Ghost Sprite. I really find it annoying for the Dream Sprite trying to tell if it's a normal or a Galaxy Dream Sprite, because if you don't know, when in game it's like nighttime or dark, I'm pretty sure the Dream Sprite kind of lights up like the Galaxy one, because in the Galaxy game, or inside of a match, the Galaxy Dream Sprite kind of isn't this vibrant, so meaning when this lights up at nighttime, and then there's this one which isn't as vibrant as it looks to you now. It's just sometimes hard to tell which is which, because it doesn't look this much silver in the game. Anyways, these are all beautiful ghost sprites. I love them. Then we got the Dream Sprite. All these sprites are really cute, you know. We got the Dream Sprite, so it grants a random item at each level and explodes with legendary loot at max level. Then we got the Cube Dream, which I just got recently. Most of these sprites are mastered, or maybe since some of them aren't, or because like I just recently got them and I stopped mastering, just focusing on getting sprites. We got the Gold Dream Sprite, Gummy Dream Sprite, Galaxy Dream Sprite, Demon Sprite. So the Demon Sprite, you siphon some health and shields when you eliminate opponents, so you get some siphon. Gold Demon, Gummy Demon, Galaxy Demon, and my personal favorite, the Gem Demon. In the lobby, like in the game, they look like diamondy, like on this image. If you on their image versus in like the 3D version here, you can see they look a bit green here, but when you actually find them, they usually look like more silver kind of colored gem, like the display in the picture. You get the Punk Sprite, possibly nothing and really something. I'm pretty sure that like regenerates your ammo or something. I can't remember over time. I'm not really sure. But we got the Cube Punk Sprite. I just recently got that. I like the look on that, man. It looks tough. Gold Punk Sprite, Gummy Punk Sprite, and Galaxy Punk Sprite. Recently in Fortnite community, there's been a big disappointment because on one of the images when they were revealing what the gem day would be on, which is obviously starting from today at 2 o'clock for me, so 2 p.m. UTC, which obviously you can translate and figure out what time that is for you today, but starting until the end of the season, till tomorrow, which is when the next season starts, about in the morning. Early, well, for me it's really early, but for other people it's at like 4 a.m. I'm not sure which time it's actually at, but for most people, usually the update time would be at like 4 or 5 a.m. versus me, it's 9 a.m., 11 a.m. actually. Anyways, they showed that on Gem Day. It showed a picture of a Gem Sprite, and they accidentally put a picture of a Gem Punk Sprite, which must have been the picture they had in their files, but they never released the Gem Punk in the actual game, so they fixed it and they ended up removing it and changing the sprite to like a Gem Demon or something. But yeah, they realized their mistake because it was a concept that I think they had made a while ago to add when they were adding the Gem Sprite. When they were adding the Gem Sprites to the game, they were gonna add a Gem Punk, I'm pretty sure, but they never did in the game. And then recently, when the post was made, somebody didn't realize and accidentally put it in. We got a Gold Punk, Gummy Punk, I like the style, Galaxy Punk, we got the King Sprite. So the King Sprite buffs your pickaxe damage. We got the Gold King Sprite, the Gummy King Sprite, and the Galaxy King Sprite. Oh, and the Hollow Foil King Sprite, which is so close to being mastered. This is like where I stopped mastering my sprites. You know, I was working all the way from the top to the bottom, and I stopped mastering here to start just trying to find all the sprites instead of just mastering them all. So I was going to do this one, but I did. Got the Burnt Peanut. Obviously that collab, and everyone kind of forgot that Sprite existed. It's kind of hard to get in. Goop. When you eliminate players, you may find more loot, sometimes mythic, so loot that the players didn't have as well as their actual loot sometimes can be mythic. We got the Vinicius Junior Sprite, so obviously off the football player. Yeah. So his ability is that sprinting for a short time makes your slide destructive. Slide kicking enemies increases rate of fire and reload speed, so it is actually lethal to enemies and builds, so you can slide through them if somebody's running away. It's a good competitor for 7 sliders, not gonna lie. But like, yeah, I think it can sometimes be faster depending on how you do it. I've used it before, sometimes you can be faster than with the Vinicius Junior Sprite than the actual 7 sliders. We got the 0 point Sprite. So it spawns a shield bubble junior when you're using the healing item on yourself. It's probably the worst ability there is, and for the rare Sprite, I don't think it's a great ability considering it's the rare Sprite. I thought personally it should have given you overtime. I thought personally it should give you like shock rock charges on your body, not in your arms, just like on you. I thought personally that should have been the ability, but obviously this Sprite has been out before shock rock charges were added, but still it should have been like a very early kind of testing of it in my opinion, personally. But yeah, I personally think it should have been like that. Obviously that ability ended up being given to the Aura Sprite, but still this was made before the Aura Sprite was out. But the Aura Sprite was also made when Quacksnacks, or when Choc Rocks were made. They came out in the same update, so I don't know, but yeah, still. We got the 0 point Sprite. Now, well, this is the Cube 0 point Sprite. I don't know if they originally meant to put it in the game, because everyone has been getting it. A lot of people have been getting it lately. But I got the Cube 0 point, yeah, I got it. But for some reason, when I picked it up, it just got the 0 point, and it's either it's a glitch, and they didn't even need to put the Cube 0 point in the game, and I didn't notice. But I've been getting it somehow, and I've seen other people get it, like streamers and stuff. Don't know how, but yeah, somehow got it, and it's called the 0 point for some reason. It even says the abilities. It even does the ability of the cube as sprites while strong gain overdrive effect. So I think it's a it's just building the name. Anyways, we got the Quack 0 point sprite, which in my opinion looks really cool, but it's a bit like different in the 3D view than it actually is. But it's really cool. And we got the Gummy 0 point and the Galaxy 0 point, so I can't find the gold one somehow. But we got the Gem 0 point, which you can get from quests. I've seen a bunch of people fighting in comment sections on Fortnite videos where people have been saying, or you can get the Gem 0 point from quests now. And then somebody responded and said, no, you're thinking of the Quack 0 point, which you can get from mastering 55 sprites. And they're actually talking about something completely different, and then they started whole fights in comment sections. But the people are right, because there is actually a quest. There's a Sprite Spree quest section right now for the rest of the week, and if you extract a total of 30 sprites, you will be able to get yourself a Gem 0 point for free, 2 of them, meaning the other one will just be converted into Sprite Dust. There's also other quests, and if you already further sprites, and if you already have them, you'll just be converted to Sprite Dust, so and a lot of them. Because of the quest, I went from 40k Sprite Dust, actually 30k to 90k Sprite Dust. It's just freaking insane. And also, obviously, with the help of not costing any sprite just to buy back stuff. So, okay, back to the sprites. Guys. We got the. If at any point I'm starting to just like talk about something, or if you're getting bored, you know, you can just skip ahead in the video, or obviously just watch something else. But I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. We got the fishy sprite, so swim speed greatly increased, and taking damage also briefly increases movement speed. Cube fishy, so yeah, same thing as gold fishy, gummy fishy, and the galaxy fishy. It took me a while to find this, you know. And I got the striker sprite, so you gain the overdrive effect when you mantle, hurdle, or wall scramble. Got the gold striker sprite, the gummy striker sprite, galaxy striker sprite, and the hollow full striker sprite. We got the aura sprite. You gain a shock rock charge when you deal enough damage to enemies. Gold aura sprite, gummy aura sprite, galaxy aura sprite, and the gem aura sprite. Pretty cool look on it, in my opinion. Got the cube boss sprite and then the boss sprite. So what the boss sprite does is it grants an increase to your max HP and shield. Like if you remember, if you even played Chapter 7 Season 1, you could transform into bosses. You'd be able to spawn like bodyguards, but you'd be marked on the map. But you'd be able to transform into bosses, transform into your skin, get like 50 extra health. This one isn't as good or buff as the transforming into bosses were, and you'd get so much extra health, but it'd mean you just have to heal more. You know, heal up your max. But you could also spawn like bodyguards and special abilities and stuff each boss had. Golds, anyways, we got the gold boss sprite, gummy boss sprite, galaxy boss sprite. And we got the green sprite, the other second mythic, probably the best now. So players who attack you are marked for a duration of time. We got the gold grim, gummy grim. I'm missing the galaxy grim, but we got the gem grim sprite. Only reason I got this is thanks to my friend. Shout out to him. Me and him were playing Fortnite, and it was in the gem sprite power hour, and no joke, we were in Latte Landing and we opened a normal chest and we pulled a gem grim sprite from that normal chest. It just jumped out. It was a normal chest, but he had no self extractor, so he gave it to me and let me extract it. But obviously the next couple of games, the next game, he bought a self extractor, and then after that I gave it to him. And the game after that to get the self extractor. And so then we both had it. Shout out to him. Thanks to him, bro, we actually got that. Crazy, we got out of a normal chest as well. We got the air sprite. So here's its ability. So increases sprinting speed and sprinting jump height. It nullifies fall damage to like nerfs it. Gold air sprite, gummy air sprite, galaxy air sprite, hollow whale air sprite. We got the 7th sprite. It's kind of harder to find now, in my opinion. So enemy player foot trails are visible in the map for your squad. I don't know why they call it in the world. We got gold 7th sprite, gummy 7th sprite, galaxy 7th sprite, and the hollow whale 7th sprite. Then we got the iron mouse collab sprite. So you regenerate health over time when low, and while you're regenerating health, you gain the cloak, so invisibility. It's probably the best sprite ability in this game. Then we have the Poyo sprite based on the Fortnite Pro. Upon earning an elimination, you slowly replenish shields for you and your nearby squad members for duration. If you don't know, Fortnite even says this is one of the. I can't wait to introduce you to the first streamer sprite, and to get the sprite early before they actually just released it and put it in chests. Poyo would actually started a stream where he had the sprite on his back and played a bunch of matches and let people try and kill him and get the sprite and extract it. And that was way before they even had it in the normal loot pool, so it was like the rarest thing, like the luckiest person in the game. Now the Fortnite stage, where we're excited to welcome one of the many Fortnite Pros, Fortnite Pro sprites. So they're teasing that there might be even more coming this season, or well, next season obviously. We got the looting llama sprite, so it makes so that opening ammo box have a chance to grant a weapon upgrade. So these are the last two sprites. We got the gold looting llama, gummy looting llama, galaxy looting llama, and the gem looting llama. Don't know how I have that mastered, but nothing else. And then we're on to the last sprite, so we got a Peaky Peely sprite. Marks rare sprite variants nearby, including enemies with sprite variants, but it reveals your location on the map. We got the gummy Peaky Peely, galaxy Peaky Peely, and the hollow foil Peaky Peely sprite. Somehow keep losing the gold sprite because I've never had a self-attract before. But we only need. Oh shit! The other way, guys, I said I only need 8 sprites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 sprites I need. So I need. What's this? The gold Peely, the galaxy grim, the hollow foil grim, the cube grim. I got the hollow foil 0 point and the gold 0 point, and then the plus this the gem ducky. If anybody, please, if anybody has any of these sprites, even like a gold 0 point or just at least a gold PD, please like comment, and please if we can if I can add you or anything to just to get the sprite, I would appreciate it very much. And if there's any sprite you need or would like to trade that I showed in this video, I'll be very happy to trade it for a sprite I need, because I really need one of these last sprites. You don't have to trade the gem duck though if you have it, because obviously there's a gem error tomorrow and it's not that hard. I just didn't get it because I gave it to my friend instead of extracting it for myself, and I kept dying with it the other times. But any of these 6 I would appreciate very much, since these won't be getting a buff. Any of these ones won't be getting a buff. Like, none of these are gems. So like, if any of you have these, please, very appreciate if you could trade. And if there's any sprite you need that I have in this video, I would appreciate if you would trade for a sprite I need, and I'll give you a sprite that you need maybe out of my collection. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. There's a lot of, I just want to say, there's a lot of like mastery rewards. If you want to see me go through all of them, I think in the last video, sprite video, I went through all of them, but I'm gonna wrap it up here. Please like and subscribe. You don't have to, but I would really appreciate it. And if there's any sprites that I need, or that you would need out of my collection, please, if you have any sprites that maybe I need, or at least like just a good sprite, that would be very appreciated if we could trade. Just leave your name in the comment sections, please, if you do want to trade. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe. Yes, sir. See you guys.